Disclosure, if you are a family member and you don't want to know about my periods and how that works, like, please, see yourself out. Hello, Earthlings, I'm Imani. Today I want to talk about something kind of important, and it is birth control. So, yes, birth control. Might be a controversial topic for some, might be an obvious topic for others. I have had some experiences with birth control that have not been the greatest, and disclaimer, I am not a doctor or healthcare professional. I am 20 years old. These are just my personal experiences because I know when I was looking into getting birth control, I looked up how people reacted to certain birth controls and things like that. I just want to be transparent and give you the best advice possible. When you start to get older, it is an important thing to do and to think about. Towards the end of high school, I was like, I should probably be on birth control. I talked to my mom about it and stuff, and she was like, yeah, good idea, because, people in high school get pregnant, and that is scary. Pregnancy is a scary thing. You don't want it to happen to you until you are ready. So, birth control. Obviously, condoms. Always use condoms whether you're on birth control or not, because birth control, although it prevents pregnancy, does not prevent STDs. So, remember that. Please use some sort of protection when engaging in those adult activities. So I'm just going to give you the rundown on what happened to me. The first birth control that I had was the arm implant. I had it right here. It's a little plastic rod. They inject it in right underneath the skin, and then it releases hormones that prevent pregnancy. I don't know. I will provide resources for the technicalities of how this works below. You can keep it in for 3 years if you want to, and then you'd have to switch it out after that. I didn't have a very good reaction to it. Hormonally, it messed with my emotions, and it made my depression a lot worse. I was having major suicidal thoughts very often, more often than usual. That's not something I really talk about a lot. Anyways, so it made my moods really bad, and having a lot of mood swings, and it just didn't agree with me. Plus, not only that, my periods were acting ridiculous. I'd go through periods where I had no period, which was terrifying, or I'd have a period that went on for weeks, and it was just ridiculous. My gynecologist had warned me, hey, this might happen, your periods might be a little weird at first. She says at first, but then after a year, everything should be back on track. Either you'll have spotting or you'll stop having a period. And so, after a year and these symptoms were still happening to me, I was like, all right, I gotta get off this. So then, after I got the little implant taken out of my arm, which was slightly painful, not horribly painful or anything, it's just a quick, it takes 5 seconds, it's fine. After that, I got an IUD. If you don't know what an IUD is, it's an intrauterine device. So it's this little T-shaped thing. The gynecologist will go in and insert it up into your uterus, and that will prevent pregnancy. Well, the copper one, which is the one I got first, is supposed to work for 10 years. The plastic one works for 5 years. I went in there, I already had a bad experience with the hormones from the last one, so I was like, I want the copper IUD because it's a non-hormonal birth control. And I thought that would be better for me, and that would just work out fine. I got that over with, it was done. I walked out. When you get an IUD, you have a lot of cramping, and it hurts. I don't usually get cramps when I get periods. It's every once in a while when I do, they're really bad, so it was that. It was really bad cramping. When I started having periods again, they were just super heavy and ridiculous. Again, it's why? Dear God, why? I had it in a couple of months, and then all of a sudden I started getting cramping again, really bad cramps. And like I said before, I don't really get cramps when I have my period. It's very rare. And so I was just cramping a lot, and they hurt really bad. And then one day, I was on a camping trip with my family. It wasn't real camping, we had an RV, so whatever, camping. It literally came out of me. Yeah, no joke. I was having really bad cramps, and then when I went to use the bathroom, it's just there it was. It just came out of me. I was like, this happens? What? So that was weird. It was freaked out, and then so when I got back home, I went to the doctor. I was like, I just want to be on birth control to be safe. I'm terrified of being pregnant, okay? Like, I don't trust condoms because condoms break. I needed a backup plan. I got the plastic one instead of the copper IUD. And so far, so good. It has worked. It's not made me horribly depressed or emotional like the other hormonal birth control was. I feel fine. It's been a year, yeah, since I've had it, so everything is fine. I don't really get periods anymore, which is awesome. I'd also like to add that I did gain weight on hormonal birth control. However, there's a lot of factors that went into that. For instance, freshman 15. When I first got birth control, I was at the end of high school entering college. So, yeah, that 10 pounds just came on me. Plus relationship weight. Freshman 15 plus relationship weight plus the new birth control. Like, it could be many things, but I'm just throwing that out there because I know a lot of girls worry about when they start birth control, they gain weight. Also, I've never tried the pill. The pill freaks me out because you have to like take it at certain times. It's just confusing to me. I like birth control where you just put it in me and I never have to think about it. Knowing me, sometimes I forget to take my B12 supplement every day, so there's no way I'm gonna like stay on schedule with the pill. So that is why I suggest IUDs, because once it's there, you're good for 5 to 10 years, depending on what kind you get, and it's just worry-free. Always use a condom anyway, because STDs are a thing and they're vicious. But yeah, I'm just putting that out there. Like, I'm going to be completely honest about how this worked and didn't work for me, because it's important for young women and dudes to know what your options are and how things may or may not work with your body, because everyone is different. It's good to know different perspectives. That was my short little spiel about my experience with birth control, my horror stories. The arm implant did not work for me. The copper IUD may have worked if it actually stayed in my uterus, which it did not. But so far so good with the plastic IUD. That has worked. I don't get periods, which rocks. And so that is the one I recommend. May not work for you. I'm just throwing that out there. Like I said, everyone is different. But in my experience, in my mother's experience, because she has the same one, it works, and my body is not going crazy. Comment below if you have any more questions related to, I don't know, birth control, sex, relationships. I'll answer them. Thank you for watching this video. Give me a like if you found it helpful, entertaining, or interesting in any way. Please subscribe to this channel. I put out new videos every week. I'm at Instagram and Twitter, all at MoniMelon. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.